Hi, I hope everybody's well. Hmm, this isn't the reading I thought I would be doing because I don't know her, but this is going to be a channel from Ashlee Jenae. The letter C, significant. She is warning every woman to be cautious. Choose wisely. Um, because a lot of these men are masked. I don't know if they're more men or demons, but let this be a warning to you. Do your due diligence, take your time. Just gonna say that could have been me. You know, trust your instincts. It was the unveiling of the mask that put her in the problem she ended up with. So it's like wait and see how everything plays out. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be hearing a lot. A lot is going to be coming out. I know people want answers right away, but you're just going to have to wait. You're just going to have to wait. For those of you who think that you need a partner to get to where you're going, you don't. Go get it yourself. And that way you can that way you can have the freedom you need, is how I'm hearing it. She thought it was a level up that she was getting into, but it's not. Some of you are in some very toxic relationships that you need to take some time off of. And I'm hearing the ex, whatever dude's name is, his exes have stories to tell. Not sure which side they're gonna go on, but they know who this guy is. They knew. Maybe they tried to warn her and she just wasn't having it. She was having too much fun. It's just a lot of sadness. A lot of those smiling pictures that we saw, she wasn't happy in. Oh, this really did a number on her. He was attracted to her aura, to her magnetism, to how people responded to her. But that turned out to be an issue. Ain't that crazy? The thing you fall in love with is the thing you grow to hate. That's crazy. They're gonna be there are gonna be movies written about this situation. or it's playing out like a movie. But just infamy is what's coming. June, significant. June 22nd is gonna be significant. Um, Trolls, I'm hearing DMs. Fake accounts. Like she was communicating with people through fake accounts. So there are people who know what was going on, because the fighting is not an isolated incident. Like it's not the first time they've had a huge knockdown, drag out. There's been a lot of that, and she thought that it would change after the proposal, but it was like the demon was amplified. Yeah. She was paying for all the dates. And that's what the issue was, is she wanted to know what the date was, what they were thinking about, like when they were going to get married, so she could start planning. And that's when everything started to unravel, because she started asking too many questions. Now she's getting more suspicious. Oh gosh. But this is greater than a North American problem. The Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Yeah. Whew. There was some, she was definitely in a third party situation, but she didn't know going into it. She felt like he was making her out to look like a fool. And then he was trying to project on her, like deflect, like, no, you're not talking about me. You're saying these things because you're doing these things. But she wasn't. She wasn't at all. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords and the Tower. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, she was about to blow the whole thing up, blow his whole life up, and he couldn't let that happen. But dude, now you're in a worse situation. That's crazy. The Hanged One and the Seeker of Pentacles. So her feelings were starting to change. Like she'd given him back the ring because she was like, nah, this don't feel right. Yeah, she was feeling strong, and he couldn't deal with the embarrassment. The Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So he was like, you're going to stay with me. You're going to stay with me even by force. The frustration. Ace of Swords, just incapable of telling the freaking truth. That's crazy. Just tell the truth. The Empress out here, yeah, she was the freaking prize. She was the freaking prize. So this Taurus season is very significant. And that's why I have to give this message today. That's why I have to give this message right now. Because some of you are in similar situations. And you might meet the same fate. Seeker of Swords. Yeah. Oh. The Two of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, Justice, and the Witch of Swords. Yeah, she'd start to get icy. But she's going to get her justice. She's definitely going to get her justice because her family is not going to give up. They're not going to just accept that this is all there is and just move on. No, nah, it ain't going to go like that. It ain't going to go like that. Her spirit isn't heavy though. So it's not like she was on drugs or anything like that. Like, she was very aware. Money was involved. Yeah. They just kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And she had decided she didn't want to keep going anymore. Like, she had made a mistake because it all happened too quickly. Damn. She was just getting her life going. So, something about a second phone. Yeah. Something about a second phone. Ooh. Was she pregnant? Did that come out in the autopsy? Have they done the autopsy yet? Oh yeah, he'd already found his new pet. Island living. Oh, she wanted to be a housewife. And he wanted to keep living in this influencer's dream. He liked the high life. He liked all the attention that came from being with her. Now he gonna get his own attention. Ain't gonna be how he wanted it, but yeah. So ladies, invest in your own dreams. Don't allow anyone to belittle you or make you feel like they're the best thing when they're literally abusing you. You got to take care of yourself. Be good. Be cautious, okay? Seriously. She actually apologized because she wanted to, like, she's part of the reason why my energy's been so low lately. Why she chose me, why she attached to me, I have no idea. The last time this happened was when Liam from One Direction died. And his energy was different, but she was calm. It was like, you know, it was almost like an out of body experience because she never would have imagined. She never would have dreamed that this is how her story was going to turn out. I mean, the best years of her life were ahead of her, and for somebody to try to hide the truth, and their way of doing it was to get rid of somebody, but justice will be served. Like, it won't be in vain. It will not be in vain. Okay? So take care of yourself and know that she's okay. She's okay. And she knows that her family is not going to give up. They're not going to keep they're not going to stop fighting until justice is served. And they're going to get their justice. They're going to get their justice for sure. All right, so that's all I'm getting. I love you. Take care of yourself.